Yes! Hello everyone, my name's PotatoAim and welcome to my channel where we take a first look at the hidden gems known as indie games. And today we're going to be taking a look at a game called DotAge, or DotAge. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not quite entirely sure how you pronounce this, but one of the things that caught my eyes about this particular game is that it was developed by a singular developer, and I'll be honest with you, that is wild. So if you are new to the channel, what I do here is I play the first hour or so of a game to get the real meat and potatoes to see whether or not this is a game that you should be investing your time in. So for this particular game though, I will say I actually have I wouldn't say decent amount, but I have some time behind it because it actually has a learning curve, and I wanted to be able to show you some of the mechanics instead of just me kind of schlepping through it. So we're not going to dawdle. We're going to go ahead and get started. So let me click this button. Quit. Oh, play. I don't know what's wrong with me. Play. Okay, so one of the things is you may only have one game going at a time. So this is the game that I was currently working on. I've been playing it for about 4 hours. I've learned some stuff that I think would be really helpful. And so just for this particular video, I'm going to go ahead and abandon this story. I know, it's rough, but we'll be okay. So one of the interesting things about it is that your score is set up against other players. I'm not really a particular fan of that just because I'm not that type of competitive person. I play mostly super chill games because I want to be super chill. But see, and it's got like your rankings here. So my first playthrough, I got 7 people and I made it to day 19. My second playthrough, I didn't do too bad, but that's because I learned more. So we're just gonna click out of that. It's gonna take us back. Boom. So you can choose from a couple of different characters. I don't actually know how you unlock these characters. I don't know if it's you have to make it through a whole run through of the game or what, or if Mateus here has to remember. But Mateus is the leader who has pretty much just like dragged your people to find a new land to thrive, and he's retelling the story. So the story isn't actually happening as we speak. We're actually living in a flashback, which is kind of a cool concept. I like that idea. And every now and then he'll chime in and be like, oh, I totally remember this. And you'll be like, oh, Mateus, you silly Billy. Okay, so I am going to select normal. I've been playing on normal. I guess I could do easier or like relax and super chill, but I want to get better at this. You can't get better at resource management, town builders, if you don't challenge yourself. So we're gonna do normal. Of course, you also have hard, harder, and what the heck are you doing, Todd? We're never gonna play what the heck you're doing, Todd, because I don't hate myself. Alright, so play. I also like this warning that he gives you, because just to let you know, there are some people, myself included, where I'm like, oh no, I want it to go smoothly from the beginning and be okay. But DotAge is not that type of game. It is a long and merciless game. By choosing the normal difficulty, you acknowledge the risk of losing multiple times unless you are experienced with strategy games. Are you sure you want to play at this difficulty? Yes. I'm kind of experienced with strategy games, but not that much. But this is how you learn. Let me tell you a story. It begins before any of you were born. We had been traveling for days in strange lands. This is the story of how our village was born. The story of how we defeated the prophecy. Prophecy, see. Okay, so I am, like I said, going to skip over the tutorial. So that means that we're going to skip over this flashback here. Sorry. Do you really want to skip the tutorials? Yes. Okay, so this is our world. If you are in to video games, if like one of the things that catches your eyes is the graphics, I'm gonna be honest with you, the graphics for this game are not that magical. They're very basic, and you know, I mean, it gets the job done, but it's not something that's going to be like extremely detailed. But that's not really a big issue for me. But if you are someone who's like, oh my god, ugh, what is this? Then this might be kind of a challenge for you. But you know, it really you got to go with the gameplay. It shouldn't be the game itself. It shouldn't be just the art. The art can be a factor, but if it's not really totally taking away from your experience, you know, just give it a try. Okay, so what I have in my hand right now is like, I want to call it a town hall, but I can't quite remember exactly what it's called. But this is where the elder lives. The elder is this old dude who, for an old guy, runs pretty quickly, and he's the one who's telling the story. So we just need to figure out where we want to put this. These hammers are where we can legitimately build our town or like set up our home. And I just want to pick a good location. Let's do... I don't want to do it over there. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, it's a... I still can't really pronounce it. A Boivac? Blueberries, regular berries, strawberries, wood. So is this built? Yeah, everybody come home. Okay, so whoa. I'm going to expand my town. Let's zoom out. So one of the things that I've just recently learned on my last playthrough to try to get a little more skillful at the game is that, so this is your options for building and stuff, right? Down here is this is like, well, it says tasks. Temporary tasks performed on terrain to change their function. The signpost, at first I thought it was like, oh, it's just a signpost. What do I need this for? And then I think on like a whim, I clicked on it and I realized that it expands my town, which is something that we want to do, and I feel like we want to do it fairly quickly. So I did not know that my first 2 playthroughs until the very end, and so what I was doing was I was building houses. Houses, they expand your town, but they don't expand it as much as signposts do, and they also take 4 wood as opposed to the signpost that only takes 1. So you have a bigger town, and you don't have as much wood to spend. So I'm doing that one. We're going to do another one, I think. Okay, JK, I can't do that until this one is built. So then I'm not going to be too concerned about that right now. He's going to build this. I think that's, this perimeter is from this. So I think what we need to do now is make sure we're researching stuff. So this is our research tree. It allows us to remember, air quote, remember things from our journey. Now, the cool thing about this is that once you've learned it, it sticks around in your playthrough. So I researched these in my previous playthrough, and because of that, they're still here. So I think that's a phenomenal idea, and I hope it sticks. Well, I mean, I hope it doesn't go away. I think that's great. Let's see. Scrub fire. Well, what even is that? When there was no wood, we would just burn the hemp we found scattered around the village. It did not last very long, but the fire was quite a sight. Heals pips with hemp. Okay, so anything else that we need to know? I thought I had something else in here. Education. Remedy rug. Oh man, that is going. Large study. Oh man, is this? Yes, more space to think about their theories. It pips many more productive. Okay, cool. So one of the ways to research is by building services. What is that? A study. Oh. Not that. Oh, I don't think it's there anymore. Well, one of the ways to research to get more information was by building like a think area. And the think area only would take like one science, I'm gonna call it science, is it science, I don't know, at a time. So I had to like have two going, and that was a little frustrating for me. But now it looks as if we have a little more. Although, does this require something? It needs to be within a dwelling. Oh, come on now, Bob. Now the other ones, it was like, no, I don't want to be within a dwelling. Thinker's post. Yeah, what happened to that? Oh, I know what it is. Okay, so I'm about to risk it for the biscuit. Let's have people. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're gonna gather some food, and then we're gonna just finish this so he can expand that. Nice. Okay, you notice that my town has expanded. I think we're gonna expand this way. I think that might be the best option for us. So now, although we are running, we don't really have a lot of wood. So, ooh, no, we'll go this way because I can get the wood. Although I guess I could get this and this. But do those count as wood? I don't know. Do you count as wood? I don't think so, because when I hover over you, you do not give me the correct option. So I think I'm going to make another one of these. We're going to... Yep. We're going to go ahead and do that. And then I think I'll go ahead and make a home. And that home will be there, and that will take some of my wood. I'm gonna stop you from doing that, and I want you to build that. And then I think that's gonna be it. How many moves does this take? Okay, so when you hover over this, what it does is it shows you how many resources it uses in order to build it. So it's 4 wood, and then the sun, the number next to the sun, says how many turns it takes. So it takes 2 turns and at least 1 pip to build this home. So this dude only takes 1 turn and 1 pip to build it. So I think we will go ahead and let that do its thing, because there's some things that I can't get. Although the thinker post, I feel like I should still have that. Just because. Ooh, and I'm close to chickens. You best believe it. Yes. You do that. So that's the wood pile. So this is going to replace that stuff. I can't remember. How many wood does that take? Just 1? Nice. And then we should see. Oh my god, what a large study. I feel like I just don't have that. So let's look. Education. Look at all this stuff. Wood pile. Signpost clearing. Right, it requires a dwelling, which I'm trying to create. Oh, it's so challenging to figure out what you should do. I'm gonna do, I think I have that. I do. No, I don't. So I'm gonna research you. So I'm gonna see if that's like that. Are you gonna allow me? Will this count? Yes. Okay. So somebody's gonna have to give. Might be the dude with the wood pile. This only takes one turn, so we'll do that. And then we gotta make sure that we go back to the wood pile because I'm running low on wood. But that's done. So there's one. Let us finish that. So there are 4 working. I'm gonna do another wood pile, I think. I just feel like the wood pile should not be a lot. It just seems weird to me. Also, do I run out of wood pile resources? Okay, bud, hold up. I need you to make sure that you are doing that. So I've got, quick, what's 15 plus 13? I want to say 27. 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. 28 plus 9. 8 plus 8 is 16, so 17. So like 37? Is that right? We're gonna pause and do some quick math here. Don't mind us just showing how much the American education system has failed us. I was right, 37. So then that means that someone can stop. But probably not that. Okay, you stop. You research. I need to get more wood, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I wonder what I can do with the water. Okay, so I know I hovered over pretty quickly, so if you get a red exclamation mark, that means that the resource has been depleted and you may not use this any longer. I got my wood going. Should we expand one more time to the right? I just don't have a lot of wood. So how much wood do you produce? 2? 2, 4. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, let's expand once more. So we're going to put that sign right there. I want you to keep studying, though. So, hey, you stop for a second. Just so we can do that. And this time around, I'm trying not to make it, like, so haphazard. Like I did before. But I honestly don't know if that is helpful or not. Okay, so we're going to leave that alone for right now. Need another knowledge thing. I'm going to put that near this thing. And then I guess I could move it. Who's going? You going? Cool. Okay. So let's build some knowledge. I got one more. And then I'm going to do... So this is what I'm going to do next. I think construction... No. I'm going to do the hunting tent and then this thing because I know that that's like something to cook it. So I've got one more for that. You're just yakety yakking. Is somebody collecting food though? Like you're thinking, you're also thinking, oh man, yes. Okay, so then let's think. So that's done. The only thing that sucks about it is I have 4 out of 5, and so it just takes all 5. Or, oh, it doesn't. I thought it did. Okay, so I got 15. So I said I was going to do growth. Do this one. So that's what we're studying now. We are going to... We're going to stop the wood for a second. And then you two are going to come over here to do that. Although I am curious. I forgot I have a plethora of woods. It's at 5, so I only need one more. So you can go here. Oh, okay, so I'm zooming in, which means he's gotten the prophecy. The prophecy is what is, you know, foretold about the end of the world. The apocalyptic vision. I remember it vividly. Why there's so many of us? And then they talk and they're like, oh my god, you brought us here to die? And they're like, no, you're not going to die, dummy. We just have to prepare for it. Yes. So this is like our calendar. So this is where I'm at. Whoa, calm down, bro. This is where I'm at today. This is going to be like an event that... Well, I mean, I can just read it. I guess I foresee an omen. The domain's threat will increase and nothing can be done about that. It will be tied to the fear domain. So basically he's saying that something bad's going to happen here. There's nothing we can do about it. Just be prepared for it. And then up here is some type of event. So it could either be a positive one or it could be a negative one. But it's tied to the fear domain. And depending on whether or not I am providing enough hope for the villagers... depends on whether or not we'll get a positive outcome or a negative outcome. And then here is the seasons are changing, and either it is going to be, it looks like it's going to be either hot or cold. So the seasons do change in this game, which is kind of cool. And then up here is the prophecy, like, oh gosh, this is going to be intense. And you kind of have to like hope that you make it through it. I haven't made it to this part yet. I think the first one I made it to like here, and then I had to stop because I was like, oh, I did this totally wrong. So you see, I've got a new menu up here. Right now it's 50-50. The people kind of panic about it, but I'm telling you, I think it will be. Well, I don't want to jinx it. I want to be like, oh, yeah, we'll be okay. Don't worry about it. And then we wind up, like, being totally doomed. Okay, so I am going to what I say. So I did that. So now I need to study this. Because I thought, like, once I got that, and I started collecting meat, I'd be like, oh, okay, great. So now I have meat, which is a source of food. Didn't realize that I had to cook the meat. So it would behoove you to do this and then this together. Otherwise, it makes no sense. So what is this missing? We completed the... oh, no. I was like, what? Already? No. Okay. So we got that one. I think I'll do that one more time with the 2. And then I'm gonna probably build a house next to this one and then build houses down a little bit so we can put cultivation in front of it. So that's the thing that I'll do next. So everybody's currently working. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go. So there's a number right here now. So that means that I am 4 days away from the Omen event. Again, Omen event is something that I cannot control. It's just going to happen. And I just have to be, like, prepared for it. I wish I could get the Elder to do something. Like, what the what, broski? So we're going to go ahead and work. And then... Alright, let's see what our negative omen is. Alright, so we saw a crow. Crow sighting. Level 1. Threat increased permanently by 1. Okay, if you insist. So that means that, well, you can kind of wait a second and see here. Okay, cool. So that means that this thing has more of an oomph for my my people. So you see how it's like kind of cut off? But it's like, oh, well, if you're scared, then that's just how that's gonna work. And it's like, oh, okay, that's cool, I guess. So, we're about to get... some of that. We got 4, but we got 8, and nobody is... like, nobody's doing... I see an unknown event coming upon us. Okay, alright, so this is where it starts to like bob and weave. And I probably should have been keeping track of the time. So that's on me. I don't think we'll have a favorable one if it's happening in 5 days. Damn it. Hey, I think 4 to 4 should, you know, really be something here. I'm just saying. Oh, God, dude, what's up? Test my fate. It is not looking in my favor because it's 33% to 67. We can keep our fingers crossed, though. Yes! Ooh. That was positive, baby. Our meeting point is efficient. Man, that was a close 1. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this going for a little bit. What are you doing? Everybody's working, so something's gonna have to give. This one's 2, this one's 3. He's killing chickens. You stop killing and just go ahead and cook. I just wish this didn't take 2 pips. And pips are the name of the... I hadn't said it yet. Pips are the name of the creatures. Let's go ahead and do that. Gives us a little more. Now we got some water. At least I think so. Or at least we have a well to use the water. Or to gather the water. Nice. Okay, now she's doing it. Let me look at this. Season event temperatures will change. So I think I'll be okay for 2 more days. So that's really high. So you guys stop doing that. I need one of you to come think. And one of you to do that. And I do want to get the water just to do that. So we're gonna go. Okay, cool. I know. Do I want him to think? Yeah. Ooh, what? No, this guy. I want him to think because I really want to get this going so we can grow plant. And I didn't want to waste this buff. Oh God, what do you do? Feeling my bones! The next season is coming upon us. Get ready for it. You know, I just realized, friends, this is cold. So I don't know which one. I don't know what season this is gonna be. I don't know what season it is. Yeah, I mean, I want to expand, but I also don't believe we have enough resources to do that. We kind of got to get the food going first. So I think that's really what's important, is making sure that that we have enough food to have more pips. But with that being said, I think this is a good stopping point. Overall, I'm having a good time. Like I said, this is a game where you were going to fail, so you might have to abandon villages every now and then and take the knowledge that you learned from that previous village and apply it to your next village. So this is my third one, and I think I'm doing a lot better than I was with my first two, because I learned stuff and I applied it, and I'm like, oh, okay, so that's how that works. Yeah, so I mean, for a game that was developed by one guy over the course of 5 years, I think it's pretty solid. He is still updating it and doing tweaks and things like that. He's taking feedback from the community, which I think is always awesome. So if you are interested in trying out DotAge, it is available right now on Steam. I suggest you go over there and see for yourself if this is something that you want. But if you enjoyed my content, please don't hesitate to drop a subscribe. I push out new videos every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm pretty active over on Twitter and TikTok, so I'll leave those in the description box below. And I hope I will catch you guys on the next one.